Let's start by setting up Firebase in our NextJS app. First, we install Firebase using npm or yarn, and then we import initialize app from the Firebase app package. We also import getAuth and sign in with email and password from Firebase Auth. We define a Firebase config object with our application's unique settings, which we obtain from the Firebase console. With initialize app, we initialize our Firebase app using the Firebase config object, and we then get the auth instance by calling getAuth. By exporting auth and sign in with email and password, we make these available to use throughout our application. Next, let's build our sign-in component. Use React's useStateHook to manage the input state for email and password. Import both auth and sign in with email and password from our Firebase config file. In the sign-in component, we create two pieces of state, email and password, using useState, and set their initial values to empty strings. The handle sign-in function is an async function that prevents the default form submission and then uses the sign-in with email and password function from Firebase to authenticate the user. If successful, the user's information is logged to the console. Otherwise, we catch and log the error. In the render part of our sign-in component, we have a simple form with two input fields for email and password, and a submit button. We attach the handle sign-in function to the form's onSubmit event. React's onChange event is used to update the state with the user's input as they type. Notice the use of the email and password states as the value of each input. This binds the input's value to the component's state, enabling a controlled component pattern. Finally, let's use our sign-in component in a page. We create a login page component that includes the sign-in component. This page could be part of your NextJS apps pages directory. When users navigate to this page, they will see a login form that's powered by Firebase authentication. Once the user fills out the form and submits it, if the credentials are correct, they will be signed in, and you can handle the authenticated user from there.